This past week on our Ghostrunners Facebook group, Andy Johnson posted, which Andy Johnson, what's that nickname you're always calling him?
Oh, old John Bones.
Yeah, old John Bones, AJ John Bones. He posted, he said, a petition for a Brad and Timon duet of The Longest Time. And I feel like the comment section was just like, petition for Brad and Timon album, any song. People are making song requests. Timon screenshots it, sends it to us. It's like, I mean, I'd do an album. And then I texted back and I was like, do we have enough time for you guys to knock out a Christmas album? And so I just want to know, Brad, you were busy.
Yes.
Apparently.
I didn't even see. I didn't even know there was 2 screenshots. I didn't
really? Yeah, Brad.
I missed it.
Yeah, Time and I were talking about a Christmas album. So what are your thoughts, first of all?
I mean, I love Christmas. I love albums. Would we rent out CDs or would we just put it out digitally?
I'll handle the distribution. You guys do that. I'll do the CD rentals.
I mean, I don't know if I have a ton of time, so maybe we should just do a song per episode for a while and just compilate
Let
that.
somebody else figure it out. Yeah.
Just record on the podcast live.
Yes. These microphones are as good as what we would use in a recording studio.
Yeah.
So go for it.
Oh.
First song in the album. Here it comes. Unless Silent Night from a few weeks ago was the first song.
No, that's the last one.
You end with
that's going
Silent
to be
Night?
culmination. Yeah.
Good night, silently. All right, first song on the album.
Yeah, maybe All Lang Syne would be our last one. All right. I'm not even going to give you the key.
Okay.
But we're gonna come in
over
together.
something. Coming together. Okay. All right.
I'm going to start with the D flat. I have no idea.
This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Let's just try it. And then if it's terrible,
Okay.
because it's going to be, that's funny.
I'll watch.
All right.
All right.
Ready? Come. Okay.
Good try, you guys.
That's what I'm going to do right there. Come.
I can provide background.
What time signature is this?
4/4 probably.
I think 4/4.
Yep. Okay.
Maybe.
Come, they told me, bum-pum-pum-pum, a newborn king to see, bum-pum-pum-pum, our finest gifts we bring, bum-pum-pum-pum,
Boom, boom, boom.
to lay before the king, bum-pum-pum-pum. Rum-pum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum-pum. So to honor him, rum-pum-pum-pum, when we come. Ooh, I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
Ghostrunners podcast.
All right, good job, guys. You already got 2 songs done on your Christmas album.
Did you know, Jake, when I was in high school, I made a Christmas album for my mom?
Mary, did you know? Did you call it Georgianne, did you know?
Georgianne, did you know? It was so bad. It was.
I bet that was cute.
I mean, yeah, audio, recording software back then was even worse.
Yeah, you having to use Audacity on your PC in your living room.
I had some plug-in, that you could plug your guitar and your microphone into. It was a nice Line 6, but even then, once you try to mix it, it just sounded so. You add some reverb and GarageBand, and it's like this isn't the thing. I bet my mom still has it though.
Yeah,
if we need to put some stuff on Patreon for it.
That would be awesome. Top tier only.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Still rents out the CD to this day.
Yeah, still rent it out if anybody wants it.
Yeah, maybe that's it. It was just a traveling CD.
Rent it out to people.
Yeah.
Do you think your kids will make you a Christmas
I hope so.
song someday?
I hope so.
They sang for me this week.
That's dude. Yeah, talk about that. Talk about your birthday.
Catherine and the kids just rang my doorbell, and I open it, and it's Catherine and all 3 of them. And Catherine's there standing with a plate of brownies and a candle in it.
Wait, was Rosie there?
Yeah, Rosie was there.
Oh, okay.
And she goes, all right, go. And then they all sang me happy birthday. It was awesome.
With the harmonica.
And then Bo, pulled out a harmonica.
Go, Bo. Yeah.
Started going nuts with the harmonica.
Yeah, that was a great Facebook video too.
And then Hattie, right here, Hattie wrote me a little letter. Dear Mr. Jake, Have a good birthday. I like playing engineer with you and Bo. Love, Hattie. That's
The
great.
train engineer. Or just like, just
We
doing
do some
STEM.
civil engineering
Yeah.
together. Yeah, when you're gone.
I like
So
playing
it's-
engineer with you. That's great.
So yeah, Hattie's the best. Bo's great. Rosie's coming alive a little more every day.
Hi-oh.
So yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
They came over and just hung out for like 10 minutes and sang me a song. Not on Christmas, but still fun.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, what else did you do for your birthday?
Rachel was out of town, so I went to church by myself. Mm-hmm. It's fun. Saw a lot of friends there.
Yeah.
Old friends from Kanakuk, friends from Kansas City, and so I went to a new campus this past week. So
Downtown one?
Yeah, Crossroads one. So it was fun. Saw some new folks, and then took myself golfing. Had a good time, and then I think shortly after that, when I got home, Rachel got back, and then we just had a little supper, and
Supper.
I think we watched something on TV.
Fun.
I don't know, just a nice night.
That's good. So she got back eventually. It wasn't like she didn't get back the next day or anything.
Yeah, she got back later that night, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. It's a good birthday. I mean, there's not many expectations for adult, 30-year-old birthday. It's like, oh, I'm fine. Because people are like, oh, Rachel's out of town. Like, it's all good. This is how I lived for many years. I'll be all
that's
right.
fair, yeah.
Like I am all good.
Yeah,
a lot
that's true.
of solo birthdays.
Yeah. It's just nice to be recognized on your birthday, though. Some brownies.
It was great. You know what I was actually going to do? Rachel got me a massage for like last year at Christmas, and I still have never used it. So my plan was to use it Monday after my birthday. It's like, Rachel will be at school. You're out of town. We're not doing correct opinions on Monday. I'm going to treat myself. A little birthday gift to myself from Rachel. This place, it's Solera Spa or something
Yeah.
down south. And first of all, their website, there was no like easy call to action. There's like a phone number, and then the main button on the website says book a tour. I was like, tour? Is that what I want? Is that what they call it in the massage industry? I don't think it's a tour.
They want you to get the tour and then they'll get you on the subscription or something.
Yeah. So I was like, tour sounds weird. And so I'm browsing the rest of the website, and the entire website seems like it's as if you are like an individual, like third party, like hairstylist or something.
I think that is what it is.
And you want to like
That's
rent
where my
out this-
barber is.
He works in there?
Yeah, because they have individual. Maybe you're on the wrong website.
Well, I kept trying to find, I was like, all right, is there one for customers? But I mean, I was on soleraspa.com or whatever. Like it wasn't like / vendors or anything.
Because the one that I go to, I thought is called Solera Salon, maybe or something. Like, but yeah, it's like
yeah, that's maybe
everyone
what it's called too.
is like a room this size or smaller, and they just have their own small businesses in there.
So yeah, I was like, book a tour. I don't know if it's, but then I did find a small part of the website called book appointment. I was like, oh, there we go. Book appointment's got 3 categories. It was like wax, haircut, or hair color. I was like, well, which one would massage be under?
You sure you weren't on the salon website?
It was I think it's Solera Salon and Spa. I think I've been misspeaking because I couldn't remember it. But yeah, it's all one. And so then I do find a phone number. Dude, I've called them like 4 times. I've left 4 voicemails being like, hey, would love to spend money at your place. Please call me back. Like there's just no other way. Like, how do I do this?
Yeah, you can't just walk in because it's not like the likelihood of them just being available to massage you right then is not likely.
So I'm probably gonna have to go in, like drive like 25 minutes down there or whatever, and then like book an appointment, and then have to come back later, I guess. Real old fashioned, real brick and mortar.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I was going to say, if anything, we've talked about how you want to use my barber eventually for your haircuts. You could use a gift card on that. Sounds like, but maybe not.
It says like I have like, I forget what it's called, like relaxation massage or whatever.
Oh,
like I have
okay.
like, it's for a specific type of massage.
I'm still not sold that you're on the right website.
What does.
Yeah.
If you could find me the Solera Salon and Spa massage version, be careful. But if you can find that, I would love to book an appointment.
Let's see.
Also, just regardless, the fact that I've called them 4 times and left 4 voicemails and they haven't called me back.
Yeah, it's true.
Get a grip. Let me spend money on you.
Get a grip.
Let me do business.
Are you sure it's not Solaris Massage?
It is not Solaris.
Okay. Just making sure. I do see Solaris Salon and Spa.
You see book a tour?
I have not gone to their website yet. I'm on the Google Maps. I'll figure it out.
Either way. I wasn't really planning on talking about that, but that was the extension of my birthday. Like, ooh, a little massage.
Sure.
You deserve it. And instead, I've just been frustrated calling. Each time I call, I get a little bit more like, me again.
Hey. Just trying to give you guys money.
Once again, would love to be a customer.
Then again, they're like, well, we already got your money. So
In a way, yeah, it's like, well,
Yeah.
you've already spent it on the gift card.
Interesting. Huh. Yeah. I totally see what you're seeing.
Stay tuned.
Okay. You could always go to the one in Centennial, Colorado, Alpharetta, Georgia, or Lone Tree, Colorado.
I do like Alpharetta. It's a beautiful little suburb.
Oh, it's amazing. It's way better than Numero Retta, Alpharetta,
Beta Retta.
Yeah, Beta Retta,
Would have worked.
Gamma Retta,
Omega Retta.
all the things.
Anyway, how was your birthday?
My birthday was awesome
Last year?
Yeah, it's always a good time. Yeah, it's just nice to feel appreciated every once in a while.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, I did think about you on your birthday. I sent you a quick little text.
I appreciated that. Yeah, everyone was very nice. Thank you, Ghosties, for the birthday wishes.
Yeah,
It's very nice. Nice folks.
is it far enough down the line that we can talk about that birthday where that girl kind of stood you up at Dave and Buster's? Do you remember that?
She stood me up? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, she didn't. Did she just not come?
It was a weird. Yeah, I just felt really sad for you.
I will say I don't remember feeling sad, but that's a bummer.
You seemed totally fine for it. It was like us, the Duckworths, and you.
Yeah,
and
it was like so-and-so might come.
this girl that you were kind of dating, but kind of more talking to, and we're like really excited to meet her. And then she didn't end up being. I don't know if she stood you up, but it was like
I do kind of
She ended
remember
up
that,
being like, I can't come, I can't make it, and it was just like, oh, all right,
I got Brad and Gunner, though. It's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
You know, that's probably why I didn't end up with her. Because
100%.
Rachel, similar scenario, not birthday, but like, hey, I just started dating this girl. Now I got a comedy show in Kansas City. You know, it's a big thing to invite someone to be a part of it. Rachel shows up, kills it, crushes it the whole time. So
You did one on your birthday?
no, I'm saying just like similar in the sense of like kind of when you just start dating someone and then you have a significant event. It's like, do I invite them?
Right.
Did they show up? Was it a fit in the
Yes.
friend group?
Oh, and it was.
Old 2020
Yeah.
lady, whatever that was, 2019 maybe. Didn't
was-
show up, didn't end up together.
That was when we told Emily and Gunnar that we were pregnant with Bo.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fun memory.
Fun memory in the parking lot there.
That's cool.
And that was also when Gunnar, before I saw him, I was reading his text from Siri, and it says, "Can't wait to squeeze." Yeah. That was the same night. It was a big night.
That's memorable.
Yeah.
You're welcome for that. Yeah, but anyway, big event. Right when I started dating Rachel, we're doing all this stuff. We're doing this big party, whatever. Jake's doing a show in Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
I remember Rachel at the time being like, I can't believe you want me here for this. Like, I just met you. And I was like, yeah, I think you're the real deal. I want you to come.
Like, I think I might want to spend the rest of my life with you, actually, not just this
Yeah.
night. Yeah. Can't wait to marry. Yeah.
So yeah, fun times.
Yeah.
Brad, I have some things I want you to look at.
Okay.
Thoughts? What would you other, which sense would you want to get involved? Ears or eyes?
I think eyes, because you said eyes. I want to look at something.
First up, let's just pull up that Instagram account I sent you, Timon. The most recent thing I sent you.
Okay.
This came up on my feed somewhere, Explore page, and I think this kid, it's going to be a little weird, but if Timon and I had a kid, I think it's this guy.
Oh.
What do you think about this kid?
Do I just like...
Oh, there he is. Merrick Hanna,
Merrick Hanna.
which sounds like one word.
Merrick
this
Hanna.
This guy's all about Americana.
This guy's born in Philadelphia. He loved Merrick
I could
Hanna.
see it. I could see it for sure.
Any specific video you saw?
It's just the look of him. Yeah. I think the hair is a Jake hairstyle with a little bit of Timon face. So yeah,
I couldn't find... So
good looking kid.
the video that came up on my Explore page was someone reacting to him. And
Okay.
so I can't find the original video. But in that one, he is dancing and moving around. And
Ooh, yeah. Jake's kind of outfit there really just looks kind of like Jake, but a different face, which is Timon's face. I get it. I get exactly what you're saying.
I was just shocked to see this come across my feed. I was like, wow, look at this guy. He's really successful. Big video editor. Wow. Sound like anybody you know.
That's why you need... Oh,
Anyway, so there's that.
Cool.
That's just old Merrick.
there's Merrick.
Feel free to look him
Hanna.
up. You want to see someone who looks like me and Timon, kind of.
Okay.
Next up, I want to make sure we have audio for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, just play that girl from TikTok. This is a screen recording that I took myself. Just
Okay.
that I wanted to show you.
Cool.
Everyone come to YouTube, look at this. Brad,
faith.
give me your thoughts.
Best faith, save, Middle Earth. I heart, love you, roses, smell so good. Save, Middle Earth, save, Middle Earth. Dominic, thank you, a rose, smells so good. Dominic, thank you, love you, a rose, smells so good. Oh, a bird from an elf?
What?
What in the world?
Dude, imagine me just scrolling TikTok.
Yeah, what are you watching to get that on your
And
TikTok?
then I will say, little disclaimer, anyone else who uses TikTok, I would love to know your thoughts. The main feed algorithm seems very different than like the live stream video algorithm. I feel like the main feed, like it knows, like I want to see sports and dogs and comedy. And then the live stream, it's like, maybe you'd like this old woman.
So that's a live. I don't even know if I've messed with the live one.
Well, just like every, like, I don't know, 6 videos you scroll, it'll show you a live stream that's going
I
on
thought
right
you
now.
meant there was like, because there's like the STEM one and there's the For You or whatever.
What are you saying, STEM?
Yeah. Science, technology, engineering, math.
That's what I've heard too. What are you talking about?
What? Do you not have that?
What?
You never heard of STEM?
I've heard of that acronym, but not within TikTok. I have For You and following. That's all I've ever had.
Really?
You have science, technology, engineering, and math?
I'm going to feel like a dingus if I don't.
I'm glad I followed. I was like, I don't
Yes.
know. No way.
Look, right next to following, STEM.
What in the world? You have science, technology, engineering, and math as part of your TikTok feed?
Yeah, you guys laugh in my face.
Well, I don't have that version of TikTok. That's I've never
And
had
so I
it.
was like, okay, maybe you have a live thing that I don't have.
Yeah, though that's a fair assumption. I feel like I even have so many different TikTok accounts, and none of them have STEM.
Weird.
Is it the app version? Is it like something not updated?
I bet it's something they're just beta testing. You know, one in every like 10 users gets this STEM thing, and they're seeing how it works.
Well, haven't you heard about like the TikTok idea of like,
China gets engineering and we don't. Yeah.
And so I thought that was my thought was like, well, we'll give Americans engineering, but they have to go to a different page or a different tab that I've never gone to. So,
okay, so anyway, in your
what?
main For You page, every now and then they'll send you a live stream, and I feel like that algorithm is wacky.
I see. So this girl was on live stream.
She was on live stream. I was like, I gotta stop and watch this. And imagine me just watching that, and then she burps, dude. So
What is she? I was having a hard time understanding her at first.
I think she was saying, "Save Middle Earth."
Okay.
Did that clear things up?
At least I didn't even understand what she was saying. So
I
yes.
think that's what she's saying.
And then she said something about love.
I'm hoping Timon can help fill in some blanks for me, but I think are these called e-girls and e-boys when they do this? Is that what they're?
Maybe.
So that could be wrong, could be right. I don't know.
It's my
But-
generation, but I might be the wrong person to ask about this.
But what they're
Yeah.
doing is, I think if you're a subscriber of them, I couldn't see it, but I think people are paying to send them emojis. And each emoji or gift, like it's a gift that looks like
Yes.
a rose or something.
Yes.
Each one of those gifts that costs them money, that earns them money,
They vocalize.
they just have a reaction to it. And so it's like,
So it's not like they send an apple and she goes, apple.
basically.
Oh.
So it's like someone sent her a rose, and so then she was like, a rose smells so good.
Okay.
And that's just the content. That's what she does. She earns money. She's making, a good living because people are just sending her these gifts and she just reacts to it. I don't know what the burp one was, or else I would just send that over and over.
Or was that just, do you think that was involuntary?
You think after, there's only so many save Middle Earth.
Kind of seemed in beat with it though. It was like part of the.
Let's
in the
watch,
cadence?
fast forward a little bit and let's watch the burp part again.
Okay.
Because that's where it really
Best
went to the next
faith,
level.
Thank you. A rose smells so good. Dominic, thank you. Love you. A rose smells so good. Oh, a bird from an elf.
Yeah, on one hand, no, it was intentional, I think.
Yeah, or she just like had the burp coming and was like, I'll embrace
pretend.
it. Because she said, I think she just said, oh, a burp from an elf or something like that. I think she
Maybe it was part of
supposed
it.
to be an elf.
She's all got a part. She's like, achoo, a sneeze. It feels so good.
Dude, were people always weird and it's just getting more exposed now? Because the fact that there's an industry for that, the fact there's one person is like, okay, yeah, weird.
Also, yeah, if you're not watching, she's dressed up like an elf. Her ears have been molded to look elfish.
Like the fact, like, yeah, okay, one person's weirdo. Yeah, I've seen weird people before. But like, there's thousands of people that are enjoying this girl enough to where she's making a living doing this weird thing and having this weird cadence. It's like, what the heck? And people are just on the other side of that screen being like, oh, dum, 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 dum.
Rose.
Yeah. Like, what in the world?
To answer your question, I do think people have always been weird, but now you just have so many different outlets to express your weirdness, your counterculturalness.
I don't know if people are always that weird.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's with that weirdness was within people
Maybe.
500 years ago. They just didn't have a place to put it. They couldn't give you tattoos like that. You couldn't get fake hair like that. You
Your
couldn't
badge-
get fake
yeah.
ears like that.
It's like, yeah, Sense and Sensibility time. They're like, what? A stable boy. What would be the words? Give us
A stable
A
boy.
stable
Smells so
boy.
good.
Yeah, quill, pen, paper. Like
So yeah, I knew you'd get a kick out of
that is something else.
I had kind of heard of that. I'd seen some stuff like this before, but never of my own, like never on my own screen before. I was like, I can't believe I'm finding this. So I just tossed on a little screen recording. It was great. Once she hit the burp, I was like, yeah, we're good.
Wait, can we just comment real quick? Timon has some contacts pinned, which is a big, iPhone feature.
Also, Brad and I tried it. Timon, we didn't love it.
I'm still trying it though. I'm still on it.
You're like pushing through. I gave it a good 4 hours. I was like, nah.
But I'm still not used to it. Like I was like, Catherine texted me. I don't see your text. No, it's up on top.
Yeah, it takes a while to get used to.
I don't like it.
All right, Timon's pinned.
But look over here. Timon's contact for Maisie now says Midgie. That's awesome.
And those are like professional headshots. Good for Midjo.
That was from, we did like a Greenleaf promo video. She had an interview, and so it just happened to be like nice lighting.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's just a screenshot.
Cool.
Wow.
That is funny.
Ha ha.
Ha ha. Laughter. Like it's so weird. Like I can't even do it. Maybe there's more skill to it than we think.
Maybe she's pretty good at it.
Or maybe if I just get something like sent to me on a screen, I can say the words out loud.
I need to start sending you more like TikTok live stream things I see. Because I probably only get on TikTok to scroll once every like 10 days. And every time I do, I'm like, dang, it's getting weirder every time. It's like when you go grocery shopping, you're like, man, a bunch of new cereals every time. But there are some content creators, if you can call them that, who will, their content is they sleep on TikTok live.
You've seen this?
Come on,
heard of
guys.
this.
And they're like the wall behind their bed will be like these neon or LED lights that basically explain what's going on. And it'll be like $1. Or I guess it wouldn't be $1. It'd be like Rose. It'd be like Rose, phone vibrate. The $5 gift, whatever that is, zebra, phone alarm. The $10 gift, music starts. Basically, you are trying to wake this person up. So that's like the gig. It's a TikTok live stream where if you give them gifts, they've got it programmed where these things will go off in their room.
Okay,
that make noise, that shake the, $20 gift, shake the bed.
Because you could just pretend to be
100%,
asleep.
Timon. I do it every time I have a newborn child. It's like, oh, the baby's asleep or baby's awake. I don't know. I didn't hear it, Catherine. I don't know what happened.
No, been asleep.
Oh yeah, you're just like the it's like $100 earthquake, and your bed's just like flying around. You're like,
He's still asleep.
not yet. I'm waiting for the tornado. Waiting for the $10,000 prize.
Like hydraulics and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, something. Wow,
So that's some content that I've seen before too.
that is so the world we live in. Yeah, send me some more. I've seen like live, but I literally just. I think I'm in programmed to just like, if I see certain things, I know they're things I'm not interested in. Like same with like, I know this is an ad on here, so I'm just going to keep scrolling.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the lives too. I'm like, this is not, look at the rest of what I'm liking. This is not what I'm liking. Why are you showing this to me?
maybe you need to get on there a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe not.
I feel like there was a season of Life too where all it would show me was one of the Island Boys. That was every TikTok live stream. It was like an Island Boy on live with someone else. I was like, what have I done to deserve this?
Dude,
I only see Island Boys.
That's what I wish you could like go back. Like I wish you could like review what you've watched and be like, I actually didn't like that at all.
I did
Please.
watch the end to the end of it, so I know you think I had good retention, but I didn't like it when it was over with.
It said wait until the end, and there was nothing at the end. I don't want that one on my
It
record.
said follow for part 2. I didn't want
And I didn't even look up part 2, so don't send me that.
Please. It's just like, dang it. Well, I don't want any more Island Boys. But every time it's Island Boys, I don't realize it until 30 seconds in. Anyway.
So there's
Okay.
that. So there was, I think, everything I had to show you with your eyes.
Okay, let's experience some ears.
Let's give it a break.
Hey, let's do wins of the week then.
Oh, good call.
Wanna?
I forget every single week. How is that possible? How is that possible?
It's a newer segment. Hey, in the grand scheme of the podcast world,
This is still new.
Life, yeah, it's new. And shout out to Haley Kuntz for doing wins of the week on Facebook, by the way.
Yeah, she's nice.
That's fun. Those are like dopamine hits for me reading all those. So my win of the week is Well, it starts off with a poultry of the week, if you will. It feels like, and maybe since you've flown 10 times more than me in the last couple of years, you experience this more and you don't have as strong of whatever. But I feel like every time I am flying somewhere, I check my gate, and I feel like my gate is always the farthest one away from wherever I'm starting.
It is kind of a thing. And I think about this all the time too. Right. Or like I think about that when I'm like, man, I feel like I'm always parking so far away. But it's like, I think you as humans, we are much more like inclined to remember the things that are inconvenient rather than remember the times that are really convenient.
Could be. It just, because it 100% feels like every time I'm going. So anyway.
I will say Kansas City Southwest is tucked away. So, I mean, that's just going to happen.
But even within the tucked away, I was like back corner of tucked away.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck, guys?
You do get to walk by the cool Amazon store if it's tucked all the way in the back, though. That store where there's no employees.
Yes.
You just walk in and out.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But win of the week is on the way back from Denver. I was the very first, like the closest gate you could get to like the main area.
That's nice.
Yeah. So win of the week is that.
What would you rather have? You get to the airport and your gate is the closest one possible, or on your layover, your connecting flight, your gate is the next one over?
Probably layover.
I think a layover too. It's more of a surprise.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't have much time. Am I going to be able to make this?
Yes.
I don't know where C24 is going to be. You're like,
Right.
I'm at C23.
Right.
Awesome. I got time for a
think so.
snack. I can go to Auntie Anne's.
And double win of the week / kind of a little bit of a frustration is that there were only like 50 people on my flight home last night.
Okay.
Which is awesome because everyone gets their own row. But I upgraded on Southwest before I knew that. So I lost $37 or whatever it is. Like I was A6 and I was like, oh yeah,
Sweet.
I'm going to get a great spot on this thing. And they're like, there's only 55 people on this flight. So everyone's going to get their own row. Please spread out or else we'll have weight distribution issues.
Cool.
And so, and I got triple win. The flight attendant was trying to, explain that. And so he's like, seats taken. He's like, I'll give anybody a free drink if they know what movie that's from. I was like, Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
And then he came up to me. He's like, I was serious about that free drink. What do you want? And so I got a Jack and Coke and I was like, great. And then they accidentally brought me 2. So I had
win of the week.
I was feeling it last night on the way home from Denver. I was
ready
in the altitude.
Genesis 128.
So I got home and I had to drive home at 1:45 in the morning.
Wow, that's kind of fun. That's not really on you. That's on Southwest to tell you, like, are you sure you want to upgrade? This flight is only 30% full. They should do that.
No, they shouldn't.
Southwest is they're the Chick-fil-A of the sky.
They're for the people. You're
you
right.
know, they should.
Yeah.
Your bags are flying free. Come on.
Yeah, that's fair. So anyway, that's my
Those are good wins.
Wins / frustrations. Yeah.
My win of the week is probably just going to be that fantasy football is here. The Guillotine League is here. Like, it's just fun seeing new names, old names.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the last people got in again.
So I didn't follow exactly what happened, but we got the signups instantaneously, basically.
I told Rachel that night 'cause she wanted to make me dinner, and I was like, just FYI, I need to be like on my phone from 6:45 to 7. I just need to make sure things are going correctly.
Good communication and marriage right there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think hey,
Expectations.
Futuristic. I'm very good looking ahead. I can do that. And so, but yeah, it felt in 3.5 minutes. 36 spots were full.
Wow.
So kind of felt bad for the $10 patrons, the $5 patrons, and anyone else waiting on Facebook and Instagram because it was full.
Yeah. I mean, what can we do? We're not going to do 5 leagues.
You can't do unlimited leagues. Yeah. It's just gonna have to be exclusive. And I'm sorry if you didn't make it.
I do there's like a survivor pool or something. I'm going to enter in that.
Oh, I saw someone post about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to find that post again. Post again this week. No, it's gonna be too late. No, it's not.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Post it tonight.
Yeah. Tomorrow,
Post it tonight.
Yeah. That's going to be great, though. I'm excited I'm going to Branson this weekend to do my fantasy football draft with my friends.
Fun.
It'll be a fun time.
Bonus win of the week is QP Goat Soap is back.
Oh, baby, they're back.
They went away for a little bit. I'll have you know something. I never stopped using them. I never stopped thinking about them. It's
Never
like,
gave up.
you ever seen The Notebook? I wrote you every day for a year. I soaped with you every day, even when you weren't sponsoring us. I
Yep.
did enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it just feels different. Like it's very hard to go back to real or like not real, like old shampoo bottles. It's hard to go back to like a normal bar of soap or normal like body wash. It doesn't feel the same. It's not as like sudsy and just
You don't feel
creamy.
clean.
Yeah, I don't know.
You just, it's like, did this work?
It really is. It's like it
QP Goats
feels
is-
different.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a good gift. Get it for somebody.
I was looking on their website just today before we did this ad read. They have a fall season of soap 5-bar collection. Let me read these 5 bars for you. You're gonna want
Bars. Make them rhyme,
Bars.
please, so that they're actual bars.
Pumpkin spice, ain't that nice?
Bars.
Cinnamon stick, get it quick.
Bars.
Sandalwood shampoo,
Can do.
can do.
Bars.
Cedarwood, up to no good.
Bars.
Tobacco Bay makes me say, hey.
Bars.
Seriously though, pumpkin spice, cinnamon stick, sandalwood shampoo, cedarwood, and Tobacco Bay. I don't even know what Tobacco Bay is, but I want it.
I want a vacation there, and I want to use that soap when I'm there.
Absolutely,
I want to go
I
to
do,
Tobacco
brother.
Bay. I bet it's in South Carolina.
North Carolina,
Okay.
maybe.
Tar Heel.
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
was on their website, and I saw, because they were saying, like, yeah, this is great for gifts, and the part of their website, it's about Sukkot. And they're like, hey, get your soap for, is that even what the Jewish holiday was?
Yeah.
Sukkot?
Sukkot.
I couldn't remember. Whatever holidays you celebrate.
Yeah.
Get the gift of beautiful goat soap. It's awesome.
Seriously,
We
it
love
really-
Quinn.
It's wild. Like, it's one of those things you don't think about your soap until
Like,
you think
yeah, I
about
got
your soap.
soap. Yeah.
And then it's wild once you get it. It's like, I want this every time.
Last week, Timon and I talked about how we haven't really made the big jump when it comes to underwear. We're still using
Yes.
the Walmart, the Target.
Right.
But I think once we do, it's going to be hard to go back. That's you with soap. Once you
100%.
just slightly upgrade with soap,
100%,
it's like,
brother.
I can't do it again.
I used to be such a proponent of hand soap from other companies. We use QP goat soaps in every single one of our bathrooms now for washing our hands. I mean, it's
and
the
you have
best.
how many bathrooms?
We have 2.5.
Not bad.
Not bad.
The promo code is GRKC for 10% off. We really encourage you to check it out. QPGoatSoap.com. It's awesome.
Awesome.
What more can you say? Cedarwood up to no good. Up to no good.
Up to no good. Cedarwood's got to smell just next level.
Cedarwood.
It's the fall. Let's just keep talking about that. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, can we listen, or you got anything else?
Yeah, let's get the ears involved.
Okay, before we do this, have you watched the Florida documentary yet? The Florida.
Let's talk about it.
Have you watched it?
I've watched 2 episodes.
Okay. So there's a Florida Gators college football documentary, Swamp Kings, I think is what it's called. And I both love and hate Tim Tebow in it. I love.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah?
Let's talk about this. I'm
Okay,
so glad you came
good,
to this conclusion too.
good.
Yes. Okay.
Like, Tim Tebow is a role model for any Christian man. I think he's a great
this is
man.
so good that I hope you notice the same thing I noticed.
Oh, dude, it's the way he talks.
Yes,
dude. It's
this
like,
is so good, dude.
It's like he's a bad actor or something, or like so. I mean, it's all about like they're just chronicling this amazing run in college football that the Florida Gators had, where Tim Tebow was the main quarterback, just absolute legend of a college football player. So he's getting interviewed in this thing, and it's like he won it. I don't know. We just had to reenact it almost.
So what I told Rachel, 'cause she was like, "How is it? Should I watch it?" And I was like, "I've only watched 2 episodes, and I can share my other thoughts later." But I was like, "But Tim Tebow," I was like, "I haven't seen anyone online saying this. This is just my own observation, watching it by myself, which makes me feel so much more validated. You notice it too." I was like, you could tell that Tim Tebow speaks professional now and does a lot of public speaking because he is like trying way too hard to have the perfect soundbite for a documentary.
Yeah.
There were some scenes where he's legit whispering. He's like, "And the thing was, I knew I had more in me.
I knew
I had more in me."
we were in the fourth quarter, and I knew I had more in me.
I had more to give. And
it's
so
like-
what I did, I looked in here and I said, "I'm not done with this team."
Not today. Not today, Gators.
I said, "Coach, you're going to get the best
You're gonna get the.
you've ever seen
You've never seen a player like me.
out of me." Like
it
he
was-
pauses like he is doing public speaking, which is good for a documentary.
Yes, if you do it once.
Yeah.
He did it for every single one of his. It's like if you're a public speaker and there's like a lean in moment where it's like, hey, like let me tell you this,
Guys.
you are loved, you are valued. But it's like every single one of his things, he's just like, and I knew we were not going to lose that football game. And it's like, just say that one normal.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, crushed him. Beat him by 45, crushed him. And it's just like every single one of them. It's like, Tim, like you're not reciting a love letter to your wife.
It just feels like he's not talking normally. Like, that's what makes a good documentary. I feel like people just being themselves, just like, I'll tell you what happened. This guy rolled up, whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. We're getting a glimpse.
Yeah.
And it's like all the other guys, they're talking normally. Brandon Seiler, he's awesome. But it's like Tim is just like, just give us the real you. Just talk normally.
Yeah.
He's talking so slow.
100%.
And so, I love that you noticed that.
Yeah. I just wrote down Tim Tebow Florida documentary is annoying. Like, but at the same time, he's a great guy and I love
I do love Tim Tebow.
And like, I think everything they talked about with Tebow was like, I love that. I love that. Like, he's like, he's either got his playbook or his Bible. That's all he's ever reading. Like
he does seem like just the ultimate teammate. What a amazing person to have on your team.
Right.
We're like, this guy works harder than any of us and he's the best.
Yes.
What a win-win.
Yeah.
And he's a good leader. But so I was telling Rachel, and I golfed with Luke on Tuesday, and he was like, I think Bailey and I are going to watch that. And he's like, what'd you think of it? And I was like, I'm 2 episodes in. I was like, I don't know. I feel like it's okay. I was like, it's a good amount of it was like, yeah, we had this new coach coming into the SEC and he worked us really hard, which feels like I would imagine every SEC football coach. Like, I don't know, that wasn't a surprise to me that you had to work hard.
Right.
And that he wanted to prove his, I was like, I don't know. I was like, and also you have this team with Tim Tebow on it and Aaron Hernandez and all these criminals. It's like a team full of felons on it with Tim Tebow. I would love to see the dynamic of what that was like. And 2 episodes in, they have not talked about it once.
Yeah,
that's what I wanted.
Percy Harvin, like their star wide receiver, like I think punched a coach at one point. They don't talk about that at all. Like there's just like it still felt like, hey, this is a media piece that Urban Meyer's got to sign off on, and he's not gonna like Aaron Hernandez. Yeah, they like barely talk about him, and like he's very scandalous.
It just didn't like grip me enough. There's not enough adversity or like storylines to it. It's kind of like, man, SEC football is tough, and we went through some tough times because there were some good teams.
Yeah,
it's like
it's still pretty fun to watch because it's a documentary about sports, but it was not like, dude, that's the greatest documentary I've ever seen. But I love the like when they were showing all those workouts, that pumped me up.
It was cool. Like Tim Tebow like painted his face and everything, and like had a bandana or whatever.
There's like this dude, like the black dude, like, yeah, man, we had to work out every night from 12 to 2. Like, it was terrible. And then you go over to Tim Tebow, and Tim Tebow just is like, those workouts were awesome.
Those are some of the greatest nights.
He's like, I want to be at the club. And Tim Tebow's like, those workouts were amazing. It's just such a funny like difference.
One other funny thing. So I'm telling Luke this as we're golfing. And, I'm like, it might still be worth watching. I know Bailey loves college sports. She might really like it still. I was like, and I might still finish it. I don't know. I'm on the fence. It's not terrible, but it's not great. And then at the turn, so after 9 holes, one of Luke's friends who works at the golf course joins us. And just unprovoked, just out of nowhere, we're in the fairway just randomly. And he goes, dude, Luke, you know what I've been meaning to tell you? Swamp Kings is the best documentary I've ever seen. You have to watch it. And I was like,
best documentary he's ever seen.
This puts me in a little bit of an awkward spot. So I was I was just telling Luke that I didn't care for it. Look, it's okay. You can watch it, Luke. It's okay.
It was a solid B. Like, it's good, in my opinion. But it was not my top 5 documentaries.
I think the content they had to work with is good.
Do you know about the Bishop Sycamore scandal?
Oh, yeah, that was crazy. I would love to see a documentary on that.
There's a documentary on that.
Yeah.
And apparently, my friends who didn't love the Florida documentary was like, the Bishop Sycamore documentary was everything that I was hoping the Florida documentary.
Nah, we're talking.
So I don't know what platform it's on.
For those who don't know, not that I know much about it, but basically there was just a made-up high school who was competing at a really high level.
And just dominating all these other really good football teams.
And then you find out they're like 24 years old. Like ex-college athletes.
Just a wild story.
So, yeah, kind of a Danny Almonte situation. Which if you don't, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All right, that was Florida. Swamp Kings,
yeah. All right, so ears.
Let's get our ears involved. On the way down to Branson, when Rachel and I went a few weeks ago, Rachel, I think, brought it up randomly. She's like, what did you and your mom listen to? Like, what did you listen to back in the day? And I was like, oh, let me show you. And so I'm going to show you guys as well. Brad, I'm sure you're familiar with some of these songs, but let's just listen to some just middle school and high school Jake. Like,
with his mom in the car?
Yeah, I think my mom also enjoyed this music.
Okay.
Yeah, and my sister as well.
Great.
Yeah, that's a good one to start with.
Let's go from this into the shmores. Is that a good idea?
Okay, great.
That's kind of apropos.
Apropos. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Look, let me put it this way.
Okay.
There's some people out there who your pipeline, talk about it in here, your throat.
Yep. Your esophageal complex.
Your throatal pipeline is clogged. Mm-hmm. You got to get that puppy routed. You're gonna need some Main Street Roasters to soften it up. All right, kind of start to the combustion process, erode what's going on in there.
Yeah.
Rachel's up at 12:49.
Just real quick.
Just real quick.
Just real quick.
Okay.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, welcome back, Brad.
Thank you. She said, welcome back, Brad. I said, thank you.
Rachel,
I'm sorry I didn't vote for you.
Oh, sorry I didn't vote for you. Yeah.
What happened?
I think. What do you want me to do?
we're trying to help you out. So,
I think in the moment, I was like trying to stand up for you. No, they're fun picks. And then I went back and looked through them.
Yeah.
They were
So I was
okay.
charming. I was charming in the moment.
You
but-
were. You sure were. And then I think maybe the Lori Lightfoot comment.
I think in the moment, Rachel liked water, and Timon says something about water. You're like, that's good.
Yeah.
She was thirsty at that moment. Like she
That's
needed
the
a
time.
drink, and she was like,
Fun.
So, I'm sorry.
"It's okay. It's okay."
Good to see you.
Yep, Brad, you look tan.
She said, I look tan. Thank you. I got sunburned. But thanks. It'll turn tan, I'm sure.
Sure will.
Colorado
Thanks,
pickle.
number 10, that's great.
Yeah. You know, just do my thing. Thank you. It's very kind.
Yep.
All right.
What were we talking about?
S'mores? But you were going to say.
Oh, no, your throat pipeline.
Yeah, something like how do I get that puppy routed?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at MainStreetRoasters.com right now, and there's a tab, and it says like home, info, shop, and it says puppy routing.
Puppy
if you
routing.
go on puppy routing, it kind of breaks it down. And basically, they're this great coffee shop. They do wholesale, they do private labeling. They'll ship it to your door. It's a great gift. Get your beans, get your grounds.
Probably made in large batches, though, right?
Excuse me?
Probably made in large batches, like so it's not as high a quality.
Well, the thing is, Brad, it's
Small
top
batches?
notch.
You know,
The thing
whatever I'm supposed to say here.
about that, Brad, is I'm on the puppy routing tab, so I don't know about the batches. Okay, I'm on pipeline duty.
That's right. Yes, MainStreetRoasters.com. GRKC for 10% off.
Yeah, just support them. They're great. And
Randall Weaver.
it'll Randall's your weavers.
Yeah. Yeah,
Morning, lunch, and dinner. So yeah, check them out. They're great. You guys know them. You love them. It's time you support them.
Keep supporting them. Or, start. Just recently on the Colorado trip, genuinely, I've been starting to do the
Oh, Rachel's thing.
like, but not like sarcastically.
You've just been laughing that way.
I've been trying not to laugh and laughing like a little bit, and that's what I've been doing for it.
Interesting.
Like, there's been a few times where it's like TJ will make a comment, and it's like, oh, I shouldn't be laughing at that, and I'll laugh that way. I kind of just did it right then.
Interesting.
So-
You're closing your mouth.
Yeah, I guess so. It feels pretty good. I'll be honest.
It kind of tickles your lips.
So
Do it right.
anyway,
All right, little s'mores to end the episode.
yep.
S'mores is going to be instruments. I won. Rachel is. I can barely. There's a little sliver I can see in the living room, and Rachel is pantomiming an instrument that she would like me to choose.
Oh.
That's funny. And she's gone now. All right, I won last week. I'm gonna go. I won last week with the iPhone features. Although I think the Mr. Congeniality was Timon's like screenshot circle and hold it down for the perfect circle. I feel like people loved that
People
feature.
loved
People were talking about. I mean,
They
like,
were chatting.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough to get the popular vote, but
Yeah.
order this week. I'm gonna go Timon, Brad, me.
Fun.
I feel like there's like 3 good picks. So as long as you're in the first round, you're gonna get a good pick. You know.
Oh, interesting. I wonder what the third one is. I feel like I can think of 2 great ones.
I have.
Just a Kobe and a Shaq, and then you got a bunch of Rick Foxes.
I'll be Robert Horry then, I
Yeah.
guess. Clutch.
Yeah. I just instrument. First thing pops in my head. Piano.
Okay.
Thank you, Timon.
That was Kobe.
Yeah. Piano. What do you anything to expand?
I don't know. I feel like it's just
great.
the basis
Okay.
of so many things.
Dang it,
bass?
I should have went first. Dang it. Piano's really good. Because piano's
there's
a
like-
keyboard too.
Yeah. Piano is just everything. So many things are just based around a piano.
It's
musically.
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
No, I think it's just like, transform. Like you can, so many different types of music on piano.
Yes. Yeah.
My first one is going to be guitar. In my opinion, the greatest instrument.
That's Shaq.
That's the Shaq. Both electric and acoustic. I just think it's a little more portable, obviously, than a piano. They have keyboard pianos or whatever, but like guitar, I don't know. All my favorite music is guitar. Like sometimes Coldplay is good, like when they have a piano part, but like you still need the guitars in there. So I don't know how much I need to say about guitars besides just I really love them.
Speaks for itself.
And I love playing. So I'm glad that I got that pick. I can't wait to hear what the third of the top.
Yeah,
three
I'm
is.
also curious.
Yeah, I
what
mean,
the third.
What am I
don't-
thinking? I
don't-
definitely should have gone first or second.
I don't know what you were doing either. Don't say it out loud, but just say if we got it right on our third pick. Like for our guess for Jake's third pick.
Wait,
Does that make sense? Jake's pick right
Once
now.
I
that
say
he's
it, then you guys will just confirm if you got it right or not.
I have one in mind that would be. Then mine might be weird. Like my immediate third thing.
I think third is drums.
Yes, that's mine.
I feel like it makes up just like any
Absolutely.
just solid band.
Yes.
That's fair.
You know,
Yeah.
I would even say drums come before the piano in most bands.
I'd rather, if I'm playing guitar, I'd rather have drums with me, like a cajon or some kind of drums.
Who doesn't love just good percussion?
Do you get all drums, or do we need to have like a specific drum?
I really
Timon?
wanted to get drums as a pick because that's covers so much. But
I think cajon's still out there.
okay.
It's his own instrument.
So are you thinking of a drum kit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
Not
can
just
still-
like I
can
choose
still-
the snare.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a drum, like a 5-piece,
Yeah.
cymbals, bass.
we're like getting the hi hat. That's my first.
I want a hi-hat on the left side. All right.
Yeah.
Next. Nah, it's just drum kit.
Yeah.
I think it's nice.
100% it adds.
Really like
adds-
a worship with a drum to it.
Sure.
You know, maybe the guitar goes out for the bridge and it's
Yeah.
just the like,
Oh,
I'm a big quarter note. Quarter note on the kick.
that is like my favorite thing about it. Any
Yeah,
song
it's like,
when all the
Happy
instruments.
day! What the frick is going on behind me? Every time I barely move, you're gonna sabotage me back
Brad,
there.
I barely move. Jump into the house, jump into the house.
Happy day!
Three things fall off the shelf. Like,
Oh
What
yeah.
the frick is going on behind me?
Oh, what I did, yeah, I would do. You remember "Sing Sing Sing" by Chris Tomlin?
Yeah, yeah.
I was a big cut out here, eighth notes on the kick drum.
kick drum.
anytime there's
We
an
will
opportunity to
sing, 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 and make music with the heavens. And then it's like, and we all come back in. We will sing, sing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
classic.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, good pick, I guess.
Yeah, drums are good.
Yeah.
Here's where it falls off a little bit, though. Like this is the second tier.
Yeah, of course.
Instruments. I'm gonna go violin.
Fun.
I think it's the top of what's left. I love a good violin, both acoustic and electric. I think that's
Oh,
nice. Going to
little-
electric violin. It sounds pretty cool.
Little what's it?
Skillet?
Not Mannheim Steamroller. What's the other? What's the other Christmas? Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Oh yeah, they get after it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I feel like violin is a good one too. Like you see a viral video of someone street performing and it's a violin. For some reason, like I stop and watch that. I'm like, oh, because I feel like it's dynamic. Like you see a street performer with a trumpet, you're like, yeah, you got 3 buttons here. There's only so much you can do with a street performing trumpeter. But a violin, it's like you can really get after it.
And violin has 2 different names. You can play it in a folky way and call it a fiddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, fiddle's nice.
Fiddle, I think I get more excited
A
about the
violin
fiddle than
has
anything.
violin has strings and a fiddle has strings.
Oh, I thought you were about to actually like enlighten us right there.
Strings.
Strings,
All right, back to Brad.
fun. Timon, this is where I'm trying to play chess a little bit, not just checkers, in the sense of like I got to figure out what Timon's going to pick.
Would you like to choose a chess piece?
Rook. All right, my next pick is going to be. I'm gonna say the trumpet next. I grew up. These are Brad's instruments. I love the trumpet. I think
It's great for taps.
It's great for tap. That's actually a bugle most of the time, or a cornet. I'm sorry,
A what?
I've never heard of that.
cornet.
Cornet? Don't know what that is.
Well, I guess you guys don't have stem on your TikTok. Don't say anything. It's just like a trumpet without valves. I think.
But that's what a bugle is.
You're
A
right.
bugle doesn't have.
Maybe a cornet's a
Maybe
bigger
there's-
trumpet.
yeah, same
How about you
thing.
just look it up because that's your job.
Just the same.
Golly, Timon. But any
Hey, we don't have a camera on you, so you can be busy looking it up.
golly, what are you paying this kid for? No, but like any marching band, any band at a basketball game, college, like the noise that you're really hearing is the trumpet. Everything else is just sounding good next to the trumpet. If you didn't have the trumpet in there, everybody would be bummed.
Cornet, is
Is it bigger though than a trumpet?
it's got buttons to it.
It's got valves, yeah,
Valves? Yeah, it's got 3 of them. Looks like a trumpet.
but it's bigger.
I don't know. All right, let me keep looking it up.
I don't know why Timon hasn't looked it up yet, by the way. That's my pick is trumpet. And just like, think of Louis Armstrong. Think about the first episode where we introduced Rosie and we played La Vie en Rose and we had that beautiful little trumpet solo. It's just nice.
It looks like it's very similar to the trumpet. The cornet is usually in B flat and is the same size as the B flat trumpet.
That's right.
It has a less brilliant tone, but greater agility. Oh, I like seeing the shuttle run. The cornet is easier to play for beginners.
Okay.
It's more compact than the trumpet.
Interesting. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, it is. It's a tiny little guy. Look like the difference in size.
It's bigger than the others, right?
Looked up in about 15 seconds. Jeez.
All right, Timon, 2 picks.
All right. I'm gonna go with voice.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't even think of
On my list.
Absolutely an instrument.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Forgot
crucial
about that.
to
Because people always
a
are like, I have to
song
rest
sound.
my instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then bass. Bass guitar.
Oh.
Bass guitar.
Yes.
I had bass. I had it like kind of in the middle, and I was like, no, I need to know where I keep bass, and I put bass at the very bottom.
Or does it
Which
have to be?
is, boom.
That's kind of where it goes. Yeah. Which I mean, bass in general. I guess just like the bass, because it can be like in a digital thing. It's not like a bass guitar. It's just like the
That's
bass
an instrument.
notes. What? Kind of.
So we're going clefs now? We're
Yeah, I
just
was gonna say I choose. Let's see. I'm gonna go just falsetto in
I'm just
general.
going to go like high pitched noises.
I was just thinking.
I'm gonna choose a range of. Yeah,
I'm not thinking the
frequency.
like range of frequency. I'm just thinking like if you're in a digital software, it's like it might not be a bass guitar, but it's just the bass
No, see,
notes.
Timon,
that you're
there's a
laying out
different instrument that you use for digital software, and it's on my list.
Okay.
Give me some of your favorite bass lines in song.
Oh, another one bites the dust. That's it. End of my list.
Yeah. Any Timon?
I don't know. None that come to mind.
Ready? Here it comes.
But-
On the 7th fret, ready? Dum, 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 dum.
I thought I was hearing this song in a Starbucks last week with Brad. I was like, "Do you hear
Yeah.
Seven Nation Army?"
Do you think Seven Nation Army is like remixed by Corinne Bailey Ray here or something?
Yeah, I was like, it sounds like it.
What about
That's a good word.
Dum, dum, da-da-da-dum, dum. Come Together, Beatles.
Beats.
Nice.
I remember as a kid, whether I was at church, youth group, Hawk Nelson concert, and I remember just staring at the bassist and being like, "What noise are you making?" Because I don't know anything about music.
I think that's a hard thing to know.
But I just couldn't hear. I was like, it sounds like everything is going just fine, and I don't know if we need you. Like, I just couldn't hear.
That's
this.
why I was hesitant to make this a pick because people don't realize. I mean, it's like
you think people are stupid. Timon thinks people are stupid.
Because the voters may not be as smart as me.
no. I'm just like
It's real, dude. Yeah.
because I mean, you don't hear the bass.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
the point. Not. I mean, depend if there's like a bass line specifically, then you do. But
Yeah, if you're doing a solo.
When
Exactly.
I was in middle school, for whatever reason, some people in my youth group decided we were going to do like a lip synced version of Snow Patrol's song "Run," and I was supposed to be playing the bass, and they're like, "So you'll come in when the bass comes in," and I had no idea when that was. So I mean, it takes a while, I think, but then once you realize it, it's like, whoa, that's a good.
I mean, it's
bass
just like if like a hip hop song starts out and it's like all just like the beginning, then it drops, then the bass comes in. It's not like a different. You're not really hearing a different instrument, but it's just like so much richer, and
Deeper
fuller.
frequencies.
Yeah,
Dang, the more I talk about it, the
With any
more
song.
the bass is just so crucial.
it's so important.
Listen to the song "Dance to the Music." Are we already getting copyright strike? Can we just? Well, I guess maybe that was one section.
Yeah, that might be its own.
Because there's a part in that song where they like all do their own little. It's like, I'm gonna add a little guitar, and then they do like the bass guy goes, I'm gonna add some bottom so that the dancers just won't hide, and then he does a little bass line. Check it out; it's pretty fun.
Check it out.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the picks I have so far.
If you have a good
Like,
bass player, people
let me
dance.
just- yeah.
Okay.
Do you pick two? Yeah, voice and bass.
Yeah.
Voice and bass. Okay, my next one, I'm going to keep it in the just accent instrument category along with trumpets.
Don't take
If you add saxophone.
No, I wanted it to be there. When
I know.
So good.
I wanted it to be there.
If you add saxophone into any song,
I'm gonna lose now. If I had saxophone, I win this.
I think look up the song Plausia. That's my saxophone song.
Oh
for you.
yeah.
It is so fun.
If it's a song I'm thinking of, me and my sister really enjoy dancing to it.
I think I talked about it on the podcast 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like basement days back in the day. And
I'm gonna play like 2 seconds of it just for myself. You keep talking.
it was on, no, maybe it wasn't on the Grande Boo like intro playlist, but it is a fun song.
Oh yeah. Fun song.
If
Happy
you play it
song.
on there, you think it'll get.
I'll just do it for a few seconds.
Oh yeah,
Fun little dancey song.
Yeah.
saxophone's good. That's a good
That
pick.
song, and then I'm just gonna keep giving out recommendations for songs, or go to YouTube and look up Dub FX Flow, FLOW. It's this guy that does beatboxing like on a loop. He like loops it, but then he gets this guy named Mr. Woodstock, I think. Mr. Woodstock's on the saxophone. And it's just like this really cool, like 8-minute long. Anyway, cool song.
Two Friends, which is the name of a DJ group. I've filmed for them. They're the ones, their big booty mixes are pretty popular. But so I filmed a gig for them one time, and I learned every show, they will just hire a local saxist. That's probably not their saxophonist. I wasn't even trying to be funny. I was like, that might be what it is.
Yeah.
Local saxist. That's funny. Registered saxist.
Anglo-Saxon.
And to be a part of it. And like they're playing electronic music. I mean, there's no instruments. I mean, honestly, it's probably pre-recorded. But it was still fun. Like certain music, they would just like have this guy like learn certain things and just be up there on the stage just crushing the sax.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. It was fun having a live sax.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
I really liked it. Dang, I really thought I was going to get that pick. I don't know what I'm going to choose now.
I was worried Timon was going to take it.
Okay, what's left? Let's go. All right, random pick. Didgeridoo.
Whoa, I don't even know what that is.
That thing's fun.
I don't know what it sounds like, but I know kind of what it is.
I've heard of it, but I don't know.
I'd say one of the more unique instruments that does exist, and I like the sound of it.
Well, how am I going to play this? How to spell this?
Oh yeah, you're nailing it so far.
Didgeridoo
It's
is
up there,
a
right there.
wind instrument played with vibrating lips to produce a continuous drone while using a special breathing technique called circular breathing.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one's
it's
right.
huge too.
Yeah, like goes to the floor from your face.
15-second unskippable ad.
Oh my gosh.
That is sad.
How do we get it on that? Like that YouTube Premiere preferred
Didgeridoo.
thing.
That thing is, 4.5, 5 feet long. Wow. It looks like it's like something kind of Aboriginal.
Yeah, very Australian. All right, go for it.
All right. I kind of like it.
Go off. Fast forward a little bit. See how it. Whoa! I heard that little frog in there. Cool.
Very,
Put that fizzle fry in there.
very Sgt. Pepper's Beatles. Like the song Within You Without You that kind of has that sound at the beginning.
Interesting.
Fun.
Cool. Anyway, yeah, I'll go Didgeridoo. It's just fun. I feel like it's one of the more unique ones.
Yeah.
And next, I'm trying to decide whether I want to please my dad or please Rachel, because they're each going to have one they want me to choose right now. I'm going to please my dad.
Smart.
I'm going to go harmonica.
Ooh.
Good.
I would dare to say somewhat raised on the harmonica. My dad,
Define raised on the harmonica.
I would eat on it. No. I feel like my dad just had one around. I think it's the only instrument he could play.
Seriously?
I think he somewhat knows his way around a harmonica.
That's pretty cool.
And he loved Southern gospel. I think they were no stranger to the harmonica.
Yeah.
And anyway, so he would just like always play it. And when I was 3 years old, I loved it.
Yeah.
I remember he would always do the train song, and I loved the train song.
What train?
I don't know. I don't even know if that's
Train
what it's
the
called.
band or train like...
Sorry, there was a song like that you could do on the harmonica that's like the train song where you make it sound like you are like the engine, like
cool.
coming down the tracks.
That's fun.
And when you're a kid, it's fire.
Yeah, I kind of want to learn that for my kids now, whatever that is. Maybe Steve can give us a tutorial.
That would be great.
Blues Traveler, you ever listen to them? They're like known
that
for
sounds
their
familiar.
harmonica guy.
Let's see if that is a real song that exists. Train song harmonica. Well, it comes up. Anyway,
Dang, this is where it gets tough. Okay, I kind of alluded to it earlier when Timon was like, well, when you're making stuff digitally, you can use a bass thing, blah, blah, blah. And my last instrument is going to be the synthesizer.
okay.
Yeah.
It's like a pad synthesizer.
I would argue it's different than like a digital bass, but yeah.
So how do you make a digital bass song?
I just feel like
What instrument do you use? Just curious.
if I'm like in GarageBand,
Or like Pro Tools.
Or what Surface is using for their bass?
probably like I
Pro
don't know, maybe
Tools?
like an 808 like sound thing.
808's a drum beat.
808 is like when people were trying to make digital bass, but they accidentally made it like way too intense.
Oh.
And now it's like a thing though. It's like kind of
Well, the answer is synthesizer. I don't care what you say.
good pick.
I don't know.
I like that.
I feel like the synthesizer, as far as songs go these days, almost every song has a synthesizer in it. Or some sort of digital thing, which in my, I guess in my head, they're one and the same. Maybe
Yeah,
they're not.
synthesizer is so I know that's a great pick because it's
Yeah.
so diverse.
I like Daryl.
Anything
Sorry, keep going.
digital melody or like chord, it's all like it can sound so different, but it's all like digital synth.
I mean, yeah, Hillsong has made millions of dollars with the synthesizer. That's hard to say.
Tax free, too. Good for them.
Jump in the house of God.
I like in The Office when Daryl's like, "Y'all hang tight, ladies. I'm gonna grab my synthesizer." Doesn't he say that?
I don't know if he says synthesizer.
I feel like that was the first time I heard that word was The Office,
Maybe so.
but I could be mistaken.
I like it if it is, because that's helps my point, because Daryl's cool. All right, Timon, you got one more.
I'm very torn. I'm gonna go cello.
Oh.
I love it's like a violin but big and deeper, and
Yep.
it's like got
Awful
such a
close to violin.
rich,
cello, you got a bass. Yeah.
such a rich sound. I don't know. I like it.
Have you seen School of Rock, Timon?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh.
You got to
I'm
watch it.
sorry. Anytime I tell people that they
You would love it.
Sorry.
okay.
It's PG-13, so
Ooh.
check with Maria first. But it is awesome. And there's a line in there, because the whole idea is like all these people who are really good at classical music, and then they become a rock band, all these kids. And there's a girl that plays cello, and he goes, turn that thing sideways, and cello, you got a bass. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Spoiler. She ends up playing
Shoot.
bass.
Oh, gosh. Sorry, Timon. I wouldn't even watch it anymore. Anyway, good picks. Okay, so we got Timon says piano, voice, bass, guitar, cello. Brad says guitar, trumpet, saxophone, synth,
Dang it.
synthesizer.
I thought mine were so good. You guys are gonna.
What?
Whoa, wow. I don't know. You got
Don't
got
sway the
piano
voters
there.
now.
Well, okay.
Unless you want to, I mean, I need to win, guys. Jake has drums, violin, didgeridoo, and harmonica.
That'd be a good band.
That would be a fun band. And yeah, to be fair, this is not like combine all those things together and that's a band.
But you could think about it.
Oh, in that case. Well, I don't know who would win then. I think Timon would win.
Yeah, he's got voice.
But he's got a bass guitar and a cello. You don't need both those.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Could come up with some interesting stuff, probably.
Any other honorable mentions?
Plenty. I put down the wooden fish thing.
What is that?
Remember learning about that in like elementary school? It was shaped like a fish and it was like ribbed on the side and you'd rub a stick against it.
Oh, sure.
What was that thing called?
It's kind of like a washboard.
Is it a washboard?
Yeah, but it's shaped like a fish.
I kind of know what you're talking about.
And
I
in
don't,
Stratford
but
it
I-
was.
Those things had their
Okay.
heyday. I don't know if they're always shaped like a fish or if it was just like, hey, what if we shape this thing like a fish so people would be more willing to play it?
Yeah. I know. I that makes sense.
Okay. Banjo. It's tough not to pick banjo.
Oh, I thought about it.
I was so close.
Banjo's fun. Rachel grew up playing the flute, so that was the Rachel pick.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, and those little flute. She,
My sisters were flautists.
I think she kind of grew up playing it, and then recently, like I think during quarantine, she busted it back out to learn like the Office theme song and Parks and Rec theme song. So
That's
she
cool.
might still know how to play those on the flute. Harp, biblical, very pretty,
They
very
have
elegant.
They have a harpist that plays at our church.
That's fire.
And I'm like, there's so many people in this band. I'm never hearing the harp. But it's so cool looking
Got
up
to
there.
mic that thing up,
Yeah.
girl. Tambourine, it's fun. Probably one of the only instruments I can play. I feel like I know my way around a tambourine.
Harder than it looks to play. though.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
levels to it. And then there's some other ones that I didn't love, but some really extra credit things. Hand on your chest,
Okay.
good
Hand
instrument.
percussion. Yeah.
yeah, just
Yeah.
on the leg.
Little snap. Yeah.
If we're talking instruments, juggling bowls,
Oh,
D'Angelo Vickers. I
Yeah.
never touch another man's instruments.
right.
And then just like anything you find in a science classroom, graduated cylinder, beaker. That one's for Steve Coop.
Bunsen
Those type
burner?
of instruments.
Okay. Yeah, those are great instruments.
Thanks.
Great instruments.
Yeah.
You got any timing?
I had like timpani. There's like the deep, like orchestral drums.
Timpanis are dope.
They're so cool.
That's what
You
those
only
are
need them
called.
like for like 5 seconds of each song, but when they're in there, it's
Yeah.
nice.
I mean, it's like, what's it called? The 2001 Space Odyssey. Isn't that like the famous like theme? But it's like ba 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 bum ba boom 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 boom.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
That's a timpani.
Dum, dum. Yeah.
Yeah.
And whenever I see someone who has a very minor role in like a big like
Yeah.
symphony production or whatever, like they do the cymbals 3 times, like it would be so much harder to do that than play the entire song on the guitar, I think.
Because you're following along the entire time.
Yeah, you still have to pay attention, but it's like I only like I don't know, it would be harder. Like it's
Yeah.
easier to stay in rhythm if you're already doing something. But like just
Be
to come
easier
in
to like think too hard about it and
Right.
just like
dun, yeah,
Yeah.
that seems harder to me.
Just a half second. Those people, yeah, often will do like 2 things or 3 things. Like do the xylophone for a
Oh,
second.
and then they're doing the chimes or
kinda
something.
fun, yeah.
Yeah.
I had cajon,
Yeah, I had that.
ukulele,
I
forgot
didn't
about the
think
uke.
about uke.
Ukulele, yeah.
Yeah.
French horn,
Yeah.
tuba.
Tuba. I almost picked tuba.
Fun marching band instrument.
Tuba's just like, if you're playing tuba, you're a fun guy. Like no boring, like sad sack plays a tuba.
Like I could see Zach playing the tuba. Timon's friend.
Yeah.
He has a tuba.
Really?
He has so many instruments, but he has it's like a mini, smaller version of a tuba.
Like a baritone, but does it wrap around him?
Baritone tuba.
Okay.
No, not quite.
Like I would love the ones that you can like squeeze into. They like envelop you.
Yeah,
And it's
they
always
kind
the big guys that play the tuba.
Put some Crisco on you and just kind of squeeze it in there.
Because like at like KU basketball games and stuff, the tubas are always rotating back and forth while they're playing.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, then I had like thermometer, speedometer. Yeah.
That's good. I know you picked drum kit, so I wasn't gonna pick the same that way probably, but cymbals. Because imagine if you did like you made a joke and it was just like ba-dum.
Because in my stand-up routines, I do have the cymbals are a big part of it.
So anyway, it's like a TJ Maxx in here. Ba-dum.
Not the same.
Not the same.
Not the same.
Hey, TJ Maxx in here. Ba-dum.
Now it's funny.
Now people and then that the only other one I didn't have was mandolin.
Ooh.
Kind of fun.
Yeah, I play the mandolin. Nickel
I don't
Creek.
remember how those sound.
They're kind of like the
Give me your
violin
best,
of guitars.
like,
I
best
would say.
impersonation.
Need to breathe with a
Ding,
mandolin
ding,
in
ding,
there.
ding, ding, ding. Yeah, yeah. They're like a.
Like a higher pitched guitar, kind of.
I think they might be in the same tuning as a violin.
Kind of like almost like a banjo, though? Like in the way that the rhythm they're played, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
kinda. They get picked a little more. I don't know. Banjos get picked
Banjos,
too.
yeah.
Oh, listen to some Nickel Creek time, and your mind will be blown. Smoothie song, Nickel Creek. Smoothie song. All right.
That
Good
it?
shmores. Yeah, it's mine.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's do our YouTube comment of the week.
Just comment of the week, right?
Yeah, that's right. Also, I do want to put in at the end of the episode, maybe just for the audio, let's just toss in the train song because I think I found it online.
Okay,
But
perfect.
so just go at the end for Spotify and Apple and Google, Android.
Hey,
Whatever you're using.
wherever. I'm gonna do my comment first. It's from Megan Carlson. She was at Grande Boo, and she just sent me a DM today. Her husband's name is Kale. She said, Kale and I had such a wonderful time over Grande Boo weekend.
They're awesome.
Laughter is good for the soul. They are awesome. They're
Yeah.
warm people. You know what I mean?
That's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah. She said, laughter is good for the soul. Your fans are seriously a cut above. We spoke with so many people and never heard a negative word. No griping about politics or relationships, not even the heat. Just good, solid, pleasant interactions with truly joyful people. It was the perfect way to celebrate our anniversary. Thank you for making it possible.
Dang.
Isn't that nice?
The people up in Nebraska ain't half bad.
I would say so, brother.
Did you see the women's volleyball Nebraska thing?
I saw, 90,000 or something.
It set the record, largest attended women's sporting event of all time. And it was
Awesome.
college volleyball.
Awesome.
Rachel was really keeping up with it. And yeah, it's so cool. It's college football stadium.
Yeah.
Volleyball.
So cool.
Sweet. Mine comes from Fort Cox, 09. Okay. It says, Jake, I am just so happy for you. I feel like you are a good friend of mine, and I'm just so happy for all the good that has come your way. You have so many supporters all around the world. For Brad, too.
Thank you.
It's just amazing to see you guys have success in doing what you love. Heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji. Heart emoji. Thanks so much.
Rendell Weaver.
No, but that's really nice. Thanks for kind of singling me out and sharing your support and
Yeah.
encouragement and love. Appreciate it, Fort.
Fort old F. Cox.
Yeah. So thank you. That's really nice of you. I want to shout you out. Is that an episode? Did we do it?
Yeah.
Timon, did you
say
have?
so.
You want to do your
Timon,
thing?
do you need any more?
No? Okay. I mean, yeah. Well, okay. You'll do it next week, you said?
Next week. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Christmas album. Go Chiefs. Go contemporary Christian music from the 90s and 2000s. Fun episode.
We could do that every week.
Yeah.
I mean, I have 100 songs that I could talk about.
Yeah. That was
so
very fun.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you as always for listening. Yeah. We'll see you Monday.
See you next week.
Love you guys.
Ghostrunners podcast. Every